Hello again everyone from Guild Wars 2 land. This is Marco from the Guild Wars 2 Trading Post. Today I'm going to talk to you about flips, fast and slow. Now I've talked about fast all the time, so I'm going to go through that quickly, very fast, excuse the pun. And how do you do this? You go buy order +1, +1 copper. Right? So if you want to buy something quickly and efficiently, you just add 1 to the buy orders, and that's what you're purchasing at. And then when you list it to sell, you go -1 copper from the lowest listing. So you're going to sell a little less than everybody, you're going to buy for a little more, and you make a profit. Usually not more than 40 copper, right? It's not a lot of profit, but it's fast. Now, unfortunately, when I mentioned slow flips, I didn't go into enough details. I just said exotics. And of course over here we're talking things like garlic and dowels and inscriptions and blah 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 blah, right? Tons and tons and tons of things. Tons of stuff. Most of the items in the game, fast flips. Even weapons and armor, okay? Except when you get into exotics. And real quick, trinkets are my absolute favoritist, star it, pound symbol, @ symbol, exclamation, X marks the spot. Trinkets are how you make money with fast flipping. I usually double my money with mid-level 35-ish trinkets. Masterwork trinkets? Yeah, the green stuff. Okay, exotics. Now I just said, yeah, exotics are good to flip, and then people went about it this way, right? Kind of hard to see with all that trinket crap. Buy order +1 copper. Sell order -1 copper. Okay, sounds good. Let's try it. +1 copper. Sell -1 copper. Okay, now what happens when you do this? Well, let's see. You do buy the item. Usually, you manage to buy the item, but you try to sell and it doesn't work. But why? Well, let's think about this for a second. Usually exotics have pretty high prices, right? When you look at the sell. So let's say the sell was 10 gold. Okay? And you're looking at the buy orders, and the buy orders are like 4 gold. And you're looking at this and you're seeing dollar signs, right? You're seeing gold bars, right? That's what you're seeing, because you're like, okay, look at this gap. When I sell this and I get 6 gold back minus the fees, I'm going to make a ton of money. The problem is, people aren't buying right here. They really aren't, unless they're desperate. And usually what happens is they just place a buy order, especially when the exotic's over 5 or 6 gold. People are not going to just drop that money unless they're rich. If it's 1 or 2 gold, they will just buy out like crazy. Okay, so let's say you try to do this, you win it. Now you can't sell it. The way to play this is to not list it at 10 gold. Okay, so no matter what, you are not going to just do -1 copper. You're going to do like -33%, okay, or even up to 50%, right? So let's say you list this now at 7 gold. Okay, maybe someone who's a little richer will look at this and say, okay, I can buy it for 4 gold with a buy order and wait, or I can toss in 3 more gold and win it immediately. Honestly, this probably wouldn't work. You'd probably have to be like 6 gold. And I'm not doing the math right now, times 0.85, but I think it's only a small profit margin. Not really worth it. So instead, what you want to do, instead of doing +1 copper, you're going to do -25%. Okay? So let's say it was 4 gold, you're going to go down to 3 gold now. And then if you follow this logic, then you're going to keep it at 6 or maybe even 5 gold. And you're flipping, once you have the item, you flip quickly. Someone will buy that when they see, especially when they see 10 gold as the next price up. You're 5 gold, they're going to be like, yeah, okay, buying that. So this is the difference. You know, it's more like percentages than just plus and minus 1. All right, that's the difference between exotics, which are slow-moving items, and some minis sell like this. Some minis sell fast. Okay, they've got a nice profit margin, but a lot of them you've got to One, you've got to wait for other buy orders to get out of the way, right? Because you're going underneath the lowest buy order. And two, you've got to go way under the sell order and be willing to take a much smaller profit than the dream price that you're seeing, which is not realistic. You know, it's just one person posted for 10 gold. All the others are down under 2 gold. It's not worth 10 gold, okay? But they can leave it up there as long as they want. There's no penalty for just leaving it there, all right? And that's why you'll see some items with ridiculous pricing and then everybody else has a realistic price. You want to look for those items and try and capitalize on this overemphasized price, this outrageous price. Take advantage of the fact that people will see that and then go, oh, wait, this one's at half price. I'll buy it, especially a new buyer. Okay, well, I think that about sums it up, looking at flipping fast and slow. I'm really sorry that I just kind of showed you this, mentioned that, and didn't go into detail as to how it really worked. And if you notice that there's not a lot of supply for an exotic weapon, I mean, not a lot of demand, sorry. You always want to look for low supply. But if there's not enough demand on the buy order, there's only like 3 buy orders, cut this by even more, like up to 75%. Like maybe even go as low as like a gold for this guy. And who knows, you might end up getting it. This is a slower flip. Once you get the item, it tends to go pretty quick if you do this strategy. But when you're undercutting this far on the buy order, it does take a little bit to get it. All right, I think that's everything. Good luck and have fun, everybody.